But it looks like he's making his way towards actually Risky Reels, which is a very strong spot considering you do have Rift capabilities. But now we're on board with the World Cup champion here, Bugha.
Oh my goodness, and this is not looking good. It's gonna be Shark from Xset, giving Bugha some trouble already. Thank goodness for the crash pads. No way, Bugha gonna do a great job level setting and neutralizing, and Bugha with a huge turnaround play right there on Shark. What a way to kick.
Yeah, this is actually a great spot here. Unknown has the ability to get a lot of metal from the RVs and the vehicles that are around here. And more importantly, there is an ability for him to rotate to a rift. So he has a lot of options that he can make. But now we're seeing Misty Meadows being kind of battled right now in the condition as down goes Gabe, as Paused was able to pick up and continue his great run, sitting with 50 points. And Tico are going to go at it. There's no time to VOD review, no time to figure out who's landing there, to figure out their path. Of course, you've seen the drop. Oh my goodness. Sharkman now. Nice use of staying strong despite getting popped right in the face. So you definitely have to keep an eye on. Still in the top 20 is Mars here. They've known him to call him the king of arena, considering he has 21,000 points. Do you know how insane that is? This man's Q times must be insane, as his beams are insane, and picks up another 5 point right there. But
vehicles as it currently stands, and using him for early rotation, but he did, I think, hear someone nearby. Yes, connects with a boogie bomb. And 90 HP for the one tap. He would have liked something a little bit better there, but of course with his current shotgun being green, he's gonna hit the second shot right after. Beautiful plays coming through from Zexro. That was well done, using his one boogie bomb to connect.
And got the action still popping off, seeing a look at Zuki was able to have a fierce duel with El Cashew, barely surviving. So that's a battle out there at Weather Station. Even though you're looking at the zone, and Zexor now is zooming towards it. That's going to be a north circle. We did see our first circle being in between Sweaty Sands and Lake House.
Can Haji keep up this success, as he had a great semifinals, taking top 2, and so far still in that top 2 spot, off to a good start.
And taking a look at PD Doug now, he has to deal with Shy Pop here. The drive-by gets met with the boogie, and this is going to be a strikeout. That's 180 critical hit, as PD Doc has been doing the only thing that you can do. Oh, I love this taunt, man. It just feels good. Why don't you say so? But what I was going to say about this is where he comes out of Fallout is really great, because
Bugha is still having himself some fun, as he now has to see a couple players nearby. He doesn't even care.
I would not mess with somebody that was doing donuts out in the middle. Clarity's is like, what is this? Who is doing this? I will stay away. But that kind of reminds me of, like, you know, NASCAR or Daytona 500 or whatever. Nice. You finish and you kind of take that victory lap and you just do donuts out in the middle field. Maybe boom! Yikes! The snipes comes out as Ager picks up that snipe on P-Duck. We're gonna get a kind of like a cool look at Ager's right there, make it that back-to-back. But
and speaking of fun to see, great to see every single one of y'all in chat right now hanging out. Hola, mis amigos. Appreciate every single one of y'all being here. Excited for the DreamHack Open Grand Finals. This is the NA East. Great to see the LATAM community showing up in big numbers. Viva la Mexico. I'd like to see it.
We're seeing Paz picks up a Elim here. It's kind of crazy now. In the previous matches, now as Funk here is knocking on the door of Tripper here. Can Funk survive this engagement, continue on? There's some third-party help for Funk as Tripper's getting popped in the back here. Djinn picks up an Elim. And you hear that, what Monster likes to call the pressure cooker of the charged shotgun. Still very deadly. Oh, Funk was not ready for that crash pad play. As Tripper was able to diagonally break into the box and gets up his first Elim, and what a great name to pick it up. And one Brazilian here representing, and that's Cadu representing the Brazilian. So it is an international flair here, Fallout.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's been great to see. You know, we know Krizux coming from Colombia got 4th place in the NA West tournament. We know we had a player from Mexico doing a good job getting top 2 in NA West. So really across the board here, the fact that these players are playing on 100+ ping.
But let us see how Bugha navigates the situation. As you can see, it is dead center on Sweaty Sands, and Bugha has himself a strong... Everyone's just vibing your day. Bugha's straight up vibing, Fallout. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, vibing, and then he gets a pick, and then goes back to vibing. What in the world is happening? This man's doing burnouts and donuts. I saw someone in chat earlier say he just wants to sleep. I don't know if that's the case.
I heard him say that. I heard him say that in semifinals, Fallout. He was like, bro, yeah, you know, we saw that actually in King Gods.
It's great to see this young talent get recognized and getting picked up by some top organizations, you know, a long time ago. You know, TSM, NRG, FaZe we see on screen. And then we got, you know, even the likes of a few other smaller organizations that are supporting these players as well. It's great to see players have a chance to kind of be salaried and pursue their dream of playing Fortnite competitively or professionally full-time.
And it is Who Fishy. I brought up in between the games here that has to be careful here. Luckily, he has some work here, but he's got lobby focus, and it's just the fundamentals, man. If you're out there, you're going to get caught. And we were on board with Unknown, energy rifle, and some great bouncers and mats. So Anas has some ability to go ahead and get a better placement here after game 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Anas, again, another one of those players coming over from the European side of things, become legends, an organization that's pretty popular over in the European side. He finds himself in a box fight, gonna connect. No longer a box fight, he gets the pick. Well done from Anas over Derpy. Great job, that's one elimination. Meanwhile, Frantic Young gets a pick on Bad Sniper. So Anas's peer from France gets taken out of this one.
I saw Bizzle still up, Slacks is still up, Mars, the arena god is still up, Miro is still up, and of course Jamper is still up. Jamper actually creating a porta-fort base for himself, an old school satellite dish. We've seen in trios a lot of people setting up that porta-fort, but the story right now, and you see on the right side of the screen, it is Unknown, our first place finisher, who doesn't have a really crazy rotation, but he still doesn't have to make his way. If Unknown doesn't do this rotation right, he may be eliminated considering he has no shield. So keep an eye on the bottom right here as he does get tagged. This might be an in for Unknown. I'm just watching closely here. Yes, he gets beamed again. A tough situation here as he may get lobby focus. He's gonna dip inside the storm just to get a break, and he gets eliminated by Agers. A big elim as third place versus first place, and Agers now has 97 points, so no doubt he is tied at the moment with Unknown.
That's exactly right. That opens the door wide open for Agers to take that first place spot, and a few other players like Booga, who didn't have a good first game. Bizzle got taken out a bit earlier on to pop off here in game number 2. They're both still alive. We saw Booga get an elimination. Agers continues to roll, though. He's been so incredibly impressive. One player I don't see anywhere is Day. As you know, we did give him a lot of credit. Talked to obviously Balla before this. We had a lot of high expectations for Day with how well he's been playing, and so far, not seen a whole lot from him.
And
this is
Jamper
we're just wiling out the track. This is a club.
Straight up vibing today. I think Jamper is the reason why he's vibing is he set up this insane kind of tunnel system using that porta fort. On your right side of the screen is Mars, the going with a 21k arena point. I just have to keep bringing that up because that's in itself insane. But that lets you know, ladies and gentlemen, that Mars is a dangerous competitor. He has a slurpfish. He has some shields. And he does have mobility. I think that's one shockwave. So that's been something to keep an eye on. As we see on the top right is Jamper, who does have some mobility. As we're seeing that the overall lobby is stacked up in this crazy diagonal. Bucky is still alive. Slacks is up. And now those rotations are popping off Fallout.
Exactly right. It could be an insane of a stacker here in this late game. All going to come down to the wire as we're on board with Jamper. See what he can do alongside, obviously we were just watching Mars a moment ago. 49 points for Jamper. It's not necessarily going to do the trick to get him to those big prize money, big cash moolah type of placements. But he is going to try and control his own fate with a nice first shot. Connects for 89. There's going to be the second shot from Jamper. The siphon's going to come through as well. That's going to be over Tripper. Again, coming from Europe on high ping. So nice job coming through from Jamper. He's not done yet. Some great stair edits. Stair placement's going to come through for his continued protection. So far, so good. And meanwhile, look who's still alive. It's Haji.
Haji's still going 116 points right now. I did see that Notch is still in this fight. There's someone to keep an eye out as well as Miro picks an Elim. And there goes Haji's going to go ahead and go to the front side. He does have someone in his box. A very dangerous situation as Haji was able to crack him. And that player decides to shockwave out and sends Haji back in the circle. Not a good time to beat Haji right now. Just like Unknown, who's on the outside looking in, just gets in right there. But what a scary situation. Shockwaves could work in so much detrimental if you run on the wrong side of that. As we're taking a look at D-Wall at height. And down below, we have so many big players. Jamper, Tragics, Agers. Notch is still in the front side of the circle here. And Miro all in this fight.
Booga as well. Keep an eye on who's going to be maintaining high ground here. That is so incredibly important right now. It is Dwal with the ultimate high ground. Haji still alive. Mars going to connect for one. Beautiful plays coming through. Bizzle going to get taken out, actually. That was Bizzle with the headshot from Mars. Connects for the shot on Tahi thanks to Storm as well. Nanolite still alive in the top left of your screen. Mars now with 105 points. This is a pop-off type of game for him. And guess what? He's going to find one. That's going to be a shot. Beautiful play. The patience from Mars to wait for that final shot. That's going to be 6 elims for Mars.
Haji goes down to Macwood, but right now Mars is kind of rolling here on the low ground. Hen takes out Bucky. It's a top 11 situation, and Mars is showing it that it doesn't matter where I get it done. Arena here on the grand stage of DreamHack Open, I am here to fight, and I am here to contend with the 7th elim, and that's going to be a big name as Hen goes down, as Zexro has height. And we're taking a look as Booga now is on the low, and Booga is literally down with no shield. Booga gets taken out. Down goes Miro. It's Zexro's world, though, as he's sitting on height, but can he slow down Mars?
That's exactly right. We're down to just a few players left in this game. Mars now needs to be a bit cautious. He's going to get tagged up from behind, and that's going to be it. It's going to be actually Macwood from high ground. I believe Macwood currently has high ground, so the smart play coming through. Actually, no, so I take that back. It's actually going to be Zexro, his TSM peer, the veteran. Zexro knows a thing or two about maintaining ultimate high. He's going to be in a great position to close this one out, but guess who's contesting is Macwood. Zexro, a little bit of action, TSM on TSM action as Zexro gets the better of Macwood.
Here it goes. Now Jamper takes height away from Zexro, and Zexro comes back and takes height again. We're showing the power of height, the fundamentals, and down goes Zexro, and Jamper's still up and goes down again and takes the elim on D-Wall. Jamper, the old school names are making a big impact here at DreamHack Open Fallout.
Unknown now currently sits in 8th place, but there he is. Jamper, the most recent Victory Royale holder, is going to be in 2nd. But it's Haji, the player that we were talking about before, who's going to be in 1st place with 136 points. But of course, you look down the top 20 list, and it's a bunch of big names there.